Hey guys, Jerry with 3DHP. I've been having fun with the RF laser, and we're going to get into it right after this. I got some cool stuff to show you. Welcome back, makers. What's going on? I've been doing a lot of testing on the RF laser for the last few days, and I've got a couple things I want to show you. I don't know if you've seen the thumbnail, but I got some really cool projects. Hope you like it. I'll show you my settings, and here we go. Okay, one of the files I'm going to do today here in Lightburn on my RF laser will be the Lord's Prayer cross. It's from Rich, the LA hobby guy. And I tried this 2 or 3 times with different settings, and I'm using 3mm maple, which has an MDF core. And one side would come, 3/4 of it would come out perfect, and the very top of it wouldn't cut all the way through right. So I changed a few settings, and I finally landed on, for all the in-between lines, the black lines there, I'm going speed 100, power 50%. And then for all the red, to cut it completely out, I'm going with speed of 10, power 75%. And that should come out pretty good. And we're going to make it real big, pretty much as big as the laser can go on the bed. I could go slightly bigger. And then if you choose to want to do this file for yourself, it does come with a base that you can do. I'm going to just hang this one on the wall. But if you go to engraveandcutfiles.com, one word, that's Rich's site, and there is our Father Prayer Cross right there for $7.99. And the files, and we click on it. And that's basically all the files that you get right here with it for the base. And tells a little bit about it right down here. So anyway, let's jump over to the laser and we'll get going.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through.
Okay, let's see how it came out. I'm using Dollar Tree cutting boards. And temporarily I got a magnet up here holding it on. Stick my camera inside of it. That's nice and embedded. Looks good. Haotian partner. That's what I represent by the handshake. Very cool. Done a great job.
Jerry in Las Vegas town, creating magic all around, with the lasers humming sound, metal tube and light unbound. 3DHP's the name they hold, partnered up with Far and Bold, Pascal Liu and stories told, in the night where dreams unfold. Magic on the Haotian, lasers lighting up the men. HD 460 RF shines bright in the desert's endless night. Gantry laser cutting fast, future tech that's built to last. Jerry's touch and Pascal's cast, waters break the steel they blast. Metal dances in the light, crafting wonders left and right. Las Vegas, a neon sight. 3DHP takes its flight. Techno dreams in desert air, glowing beams that blaze and flare. Jerry's vision hidden, bold and rare, magic making everywhere.
Okay, let's take a look. See how the one picture came out. Yeah, the red light, when the machine's running, the red light behind Pascal over there is on. Then when the job gets done, it fades out. It just doesn't blink out, it kind of fades off. Got my camera here, so I'm filming with OBS. See how the dogs came out. Come out pretty good. And here's where I'm running all the tests out on this side. Which I'll go over all that with you on the different things. When I find something fairly close, then I flip it over to done a 5x7. I see we get a lot of grains from the wood in here on Nikita coming straight down.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted you.
Okay, laser just got done. See what we got. Now when the laser is running, the red light will be on, and on the Rueda controller you can see where it's got the file here. Now I use Lightburn. I sent it over and started the job from Lightburn, but I could send the job over and control it from the controller here, but I didn't do that. And also I had the honeycomb bed in, and I had magnets holding down my material. It was slightly warped. The honeycomb bed moved on me. Now something I said in my first video, I guess I was wrong, because I had the bed lowered at the time. I said simply push the honeycomb bed all the way back, then you can push to the left or right up against the lead screws to keep it in the exact position. Well, because of the height of the bed, I can't do that. The bed will move around. So I'll have to figure out on the honeycomb bed some sort of blocks to put on each side and in the rear, the front, to keep it exactly. Some little L brackets mounted. I'll have to figure something out to keep it from moving, because of vibration of the machine, it can slide around a little bit. So I'm gonna have to figure something out for that. So in the meantime, I put the knife blades back in, and I use duct tape. Duct tape holds everything down, so the duct tape worked fine. Let's see how it came out. Hey guys, yeah, one thing I wanted to show you, this material that I got here, I got a couple 4x8 sheets that I mentioned in prior videos, and I cut it down on a skill saw out front. Got a slight bow to it, a little bit of flex. That's on most of the sheets, so I have to, support it really well, tape it down, use magnets, whatever that may be. Well, it's maple on one side. It's got an MDF core, 3 millimeters thick. But I just noticed, I don't know if you can see it there, but that doesn't look like maple to me on the back side. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't think that's maple. It's supposed to be, but the texture looks wrong to me. And then here's the front side. You can see that there. That's the maple. That's what I've been doing a lot of stuff with. I've been trying it out. Rather than buying this pre-cut online, it's much cheaper for me to drive clear across town out by Allegiant Stadium and buy some 4x8 sheets. I don't like the fact that it was bowed and they didn't have a lot in stock when I went and picked it up. But that's what I done the large flag with. And the video footage you just seen where I'm getting ready to take it off the bed and I'm checking it, that's not the original, that's not the last footage I had. I lost it in filming. I don't know where it went, if I deleted it or what. But I wound up trying to cut this flag out like 3 times. The upper half kept screwing up on me, not cutting all the way through. So then instead of just trying to recut it, I took it off the bed. I untaped it, I looked at it, and of course it moved on me then. And one thing about the honeycomb bed, I was talking with the company overnight, talking to Mark, who works for Haotian, and he mentioned to put this honeycomb bed on top of the knife blades to hold it in place. those aren't exact coordinates. Now, with all the diode lasers I've reviewed throughout the years, most of the time you simply set the honeycomb under it. There's nothing to lock it in place. But ever since I got involved with LaserMatic on my MK2, it has dowel pins. It goes 100% precise, and where it sits underneath the laser, it doesn't move. It has exact coordinates where you drop it in at. It can't move. That way, when you put work like this or anything else in the top left, right, middle, bottom, whatever corner you put it in, you can put it up against the black framework around the honeycomb. That way you can repeat it. So if you do something, it doesn't cut all the way through, or you need to add to that work and have an exact position, because the honeycomb bed has those dowel pins, it keeps it precisely where you need it to be every time. So I'm going to have to figure out how to put dowel pins in this. I don't want to use duct tape to tape it down. That looks real cheesy for such a fancy, nice machine. I'm going to have to do something to get that honeycomb bed exactly. Now, if I'm working with really tall work, I can, when the bed's down far enough, I can push it all the way back like I mentioned in the first video, and then I can take it left or right up against the, what do you call them? The rods that go up and down. I'm losing my train of thought here. And I can get it precise that way. But when I'm doing thin material, the bed will simply, it moves too much. So it needs to be precise in one position or another. So moving on to show you how the flag came out. I went over with some vinegar and water. I did not do the base on it. I removed some of the staining, not all, but I liked the stained look to it. So, but like I said, now if I wanted it to be perfect, like it was created, then all I would have to do is lightly sand it, and I could sand off all the staining. But it came out amazingly well. And when I was cleaning it up, the two A's right here wound up breaking off on me. So I had to go in and re-edit the file, note edit, and completely delete everything else and just reprint those two A's, and I glued them in. And I actually vacuumed up all the parts that were down below the honeycomb. When I did it, I vacuumed them up, is what happened. And then I took the vacuum cleaner bag out front, I broke it open, I was digging through it. I couldn't find them, so then I had to reprint those two letters and glue them on. But it came out amazing. I love this, it's so cool. It'll go on the wall in here. And like I said, I showed you where you can find this file and many other great files from the LA hobby guy. I think it was engravingcutfiles.com. I'll put it here on the screen again as a reminder. There'll be a link down below. But it came out beautiful. Really came out amazing. And then working with some basswood, I was experimenting. I've done my dogs here. I need to refine it better. That was just a couple tests that I did. I was running some different power and speed settings on a couple different things, trying to get it right. Lots of testing to do until I get it 100%, but it looks pretty cool. And then I moved on. I have a ton of Dollar Tree cutting boards. A couple cases that I bought a few years back. So I figured I'd do a little logo of Haotian and a partner logo, shaking hands, since I'm a partner with Haotian. Came out really cool. And you can pick these up at Dollar Tree really cheap. You can order them online if they don't have any in stock, and they can get them in for you. But in the future videos, I'm going to be doing cutting on things like this, cutting it out. I'm going to grab maybe a 2x4 and some wood I have out in the garage and see how deep I can cut. I mean, you don't really want to cut a 2x4 on a laser, not when you have hand tools out in the garage or other power tools that are made better, that are better for the job. And then clear acrylic, I got so many things I want to do with this machine. But you know, for $4,500 shipped to the US, it's an unbelievable deal. You get $100 off if you mention Jerry at 3D HP. I love the machine, it's great. You know, the camera, I took one of my little cameras like I showed you. I put a magnet on it. Those neodymium magnets, I think they're called. They use them on the laser to hold down material. I stuck that on it, put it right inside the frame, closed the door. Yeah, it seems to be working great. I just have to secure that honeycomb bed so it doesn't move. So if I should ever pick up work and I go, oops, that didn't cut all the way through, then I can lay it right back down where I had it. I can rerun the job and finish it. But if the honeycomb bed moves around even a little bit, it killed your work. So you don't want it to move. And I don't, yeah, I could use duct tape. I really don't want to have to do that. I did use some duct tape to hold down the wood because it was a little bit warped. But yeah, and thank you to all my channel members here on YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll show their names here on the screen. Everybody watching, I appreciate all of you for watching. This wasn't a simple little video. I've been posting a lot of this stuff over on my TikTok now. Jerry underscore 3DHP over on TikTok. I'm posting there daily now. I want to grow up, I want to try to grow that. So, I don't know what else to say, but I'll be back with more great content. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, happy laser engraving. Later now. Oh, link in the description below where you get this laser shipped to US, $4,500. Direct link. Here, I'll show you a picture. Bye now.
Haotian and Pascal Liu, the HT460 40-watt RF metal tube CO2 Gantry laser, $4,500 shipped to the US. Save $100 now by mentioning Jerry with 3DHP.